from the gun. He'll hand this off. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Broken tackle. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
3rd and 19. Watkins in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slope if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. To the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A give left side to Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. This is caught, it's Cruz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Deontay Banks with it. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They run the option on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 34 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Johnston. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. He's got another one to Johnston. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace.
Great.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They throw right away, and they'll Pass complete out on the right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's a 2nd and 7. On the out route, he finds Johnston. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the secondary really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete to Johnston here. And he lost the football. Room to maneuver at the 35. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Recovered by the offense.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second down. Here's Hurts. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Fights through it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. This is 1st and 10. Space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands. The recovery. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.